This is it. Laundra's headquarters shouldn't be far. Okay, that can't be good. Shit! Come on! Come on!
Were you actually flying just now?
Yeah, just, not my best landing.
Damn, more machines. Stay back. I'll handle this.
Hold on, I can help too.
Let's see what you got. Oh, you know how to hold your own. The name's Seyka.
Aloy. I could, say the same about you. You have a focus. So you're Quinn. You're not exactly like any diviner I've met.
How do you even know that?
I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but first...
Just one for now. I saw you before you crashed, flying on a sunwing. It didn't look like you knew about that tower, which means you're new. So what brought you here?
I'm looking for someone. There's a ruin. On the hill northeast of here, that's where I was headed.
The ruin on the hill. You mean Starlight Rise?
You know it. Is there another way to get there?
Maybe. But first, we're gonna have to do something about that tower. I think we can help each other, Aloy. The tower's not far from where my people made camp. I can show you the way.
Hold on. You said we can help each other, but what exactly are you doing here?
Let's just say, I need that tower dealt with too. Come on. This way. Follow me. We'll have to take my skiff to get to the settlement.
What were you doing out here anyway?
The skiff's rudder is a bit off. I was after some parts to fix it. And sometimes, you just need to hunt alone. Let's get going! Here she is. I just need to attach this component I picked up. Hold tight.
Never seen a boat like that before.
Me and a gearhead back at the settlement roped it together. Works well enough. That'll do it. Skiff's good to go. Hop in. Oh no. Not another one.
Whoa!
Like I said, there's no getting to Starlight Rise so long as that tower's there. Okay, casting off.
Huh. Sure beats rowing.
I've had a lot of time to improve her design.
How long have your people been here?
About a year, I think. We hit this massive storm crossing the Great Ocean. Lost half the fleet and our bearings. It was a miracle we even made it to these shores. We've been stuck here ever since.
See. I'm sorry to hear that. Just how many of you are left?
Not as many as there should be. We've had other troubles since the shipwreck. And some of those remaining aren't much help.
Sounds like you're not thrilled to go back.
Bringing back an Outlander's certainly going to complicate things. It'll be fine. Just follow my lead and let me do the talking.
If you say so.
That's it on your left. Fleet's End.
Uplifting name.
We weren't in great spirits when we made landfall. Okay, here we go.
I don't know anything further. May I be dismissed?
No. You will remain here until the traitor returns. You!
Here we go.
Sorry.
One act of treason breeds another, it seems. Stealing a diviner's focus, leading a barbarian into our midst.
Where's the quinino?
Arrest them both. Remove their focuses at once.
Arrest us. This is a matter for the Admiral, not a compliance officer.
By all means. It's true. Seyka stole the focus.
Who's the barbarian?
She's done for.
Things seem kind of tense around here.
It's not our best day.
Admiral Garrett! It's as I told you, sir. The proof is now before your eyes. A soldier dared to don a diviner's focus. The eye that reveals the legacy. But Seyka did not stop there. She brought a barbarian among us. In direct violation of Confidentiality Clause 3A. Protocol states that these...
I might be our last chance at finding our missing people, sir. Diviner Vi's focus showed me his last moments. He found a clue. The ruin on Starlight Rise. There's evidence our people were there.
Huntress headquarters.
Now we have no means of safe passage. Not in our current situation. But she might have another way.
Remember the law, sir. Focus is for a diviner. No one else.
Seyka's actions are indeed concerning. And there will have to be a reckoning. But finding our lost crew is paramount. If Seyka has a chance of bringing them back, our course is clear. Even compliance must recognize that. I will allow it. Seyka and the Outsider are free to pursue this lead.
But, sir, if...
Outlander, I'd like a word when you have a moment.
Damn them.
You okay?
I shouldn't have said that. It's just that... my sister is one of the missing. Not only that, she's our last navigator. Our only means of getting home. I've got to find her. Even if it means using a forbidden relic. Meanwhile, Rang and the others act like I'm the problem, when in reality, I'm the only one looking for a solution.
Look, I understand. Maybe more than you know, but for now, I think we need to calm down and just...
calm! You're right, of course. Getting upset isn't going to help.
Okay. We both need to get to the place you call Starlight Rise. But that tower... Seems like it knocks anything nearby out of the sky.
Out of the water, too. It fires at any watercraft in range.
Oh, great. Well, it seems to me you've got some kind of plan in mind to deal with it.
Maybe. Between the two of us, there might be a way.
Well, you're a good fighter, that's for sure. But beyond that, I don't know much about you.
There's not much to tell. Nothing special about me. Except my sister is pretty well known among my people.
You don't seem so ordinary to me.
I was just a petty officer until we ran aground. But we lost a lot of midshipmen and lieutenants to the storm and the wreck. And now even more of them are missing. So I've been trying to step up and help the Admiral.
It took a lot of guts putting on that focus. Seems to me he needs more like you.
Tell that to Rang and his toadies.
So your sister is a navigator?
More like the navigator. The only Quen who can steer by the stars without instruments. She reads the sky like a scroll. Knows every constellation by position, no matter how much it spins around up there, which means she's been an Imperial favorite ever since her first exam. One of the fleet's most precious assets. And now she's gone.
She and the others just disappeared?
After we made landfall, the hard way, the Admiral sent out scouting expeditions with the very few boats we had left. Not one of them returned. I don't know what happened to them all, but I do know it has something to do with that tower. And Starlight Rise.
We're agreed on that. Is there anything else you can tell me about that tower?
It just appeared one day a couple of weeks ago after our scout boats went missing. And it shoots at anything in the sky or sea. Machines, boats. You.
Okay, don't remind me.
I tried to get near it, but it's mounted on a tall ruin with machines all around. On the plus side, its range is limited. I've been testing it with my skiff and setting up buoys to mark the radius.
I can't tell if that's smart or reckless.
Both, maybe. I'll admit there have been a couple of near misses.
What exactly did you find on that Diviner's focus?
When the scout boat sent by the Admiral didn't return, he sent our very last one to find out what happened to them. Diviner Vi was on board. They made it as far as Starlight Rise, went inland and found a camp and a bunch of equipment. It looked like some of our people went into a ruin there. Then they spotted a machine, unlike anything we've seen. Silver and gold, moved like a spider. Spooked, they ran back to their boat.
They were lucky to escape. I've dealt with those things before.
Well, their luck ran out fast. The morning they tried to sail back, the tower went up and blew them right out of the water. Vi's body washed ashore here sometime later. A friend of mine found it and let me know.
The same friend that ratted me out to Rang for taking the focus. But what was I supposed to do?
I would have done the same thing. Trust me. You think there's a way to do something about that tower?
If we want to reach Starlight Rise, we have to try. I was able to approach the tower on foot, but I couldn't get close enough to shoot at it or anything like that. With the right help, though,
Show me the way and we'll give it a shot.
you'll probably want to resupply first. You can use my skiff if you need to hunt for resources. Just stay south of the settlement. The tower can't hit that side. I set up some buoys to mark its radius.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go clear my head. There's a bridge that leads to the ruins where the tower is mounted. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Hold on. There's one more thing. The Quen here, all of this. You were part of a larger expedition, right? Headed for San Francisco?
That's how you know about us. And you've seen the others, haven't you? And they're alive.
Most of them, Yeah. I can put you in touch with them, but we should find your missing people first, right?
They're alive. This is great news. But yes, you're right, it should wait. If we tell everyone now, it'll just be a distraction. So for the sake of the missing, we have to keep the focus on them.
All right then. I'll see you on the other side of the bridge. Might not be a bad idea to resupply before I meet Seyka. Or I could explore a little with her skiff first.
You. Oh. So, a barbarian strolls into camp with Seyka. The two of you promised to find our missing people. Given our desperate situation, I have little choice but to agree. That doesn't mean I like trusting our fate to a stranger. Who are you? Where'd you come from?
My name is Aloy. As for my life story, does it matter if I can help?
I suppose it depends on the cost. Compliance has trained its sights on Seyka, and by letting her gallivant off with a foreigner, I may have given her just enough rope to hang herself.
It seems to me she can take care of herself, but I'll do my best to keep her out of trouble.
Very well. To that end, is there anything you need to know?
You seem to think highly of Seyka.
She is an exemplary Marine. Persistent, selfless, resourceful. Being stranded is a battle of attrition. Everyone wears down eventually, but not her. Not yet. I've come to rely on her more and more. She's our best hope for finding the missing, I'm sure of that.
I'll do my best to help Seyka bring back your people.
If they're even still alive. Keep her safe, if you can.
Hey, I'm here. So, how do we get to the tower?
These trails will lead us to it. Take your pick.
Okay, let's go.
So you know a lot about my people, but I barely know anything about you. Like who you're looking for at Starlight Rise?
He's a, fugitive.
Come on. That's all you've got?
Let's just focus on getting to the tower.
So mysterious. A water wing. The other day, I saw the tower shoot down an entire flock. Poor things crashed into the sea south of Fleet's End.
I've never seen one before. That tower's gotta go. There we go.
About your fugitive, I need to know who we're dealing with. It can't be a coincidence that he and my people are both at Starlight Rise.
His name's Walter Londra. He's a Zenith. It's what the Quen would call a living ancestor.
A living ancestor? But that would mean he's been alive for centuries.
Yep.
Tides take me. You're serious. Wish you'd come along earlier. Might have gotten more done by now. I bet you must be pretty important to your tribe.
I grew up an outcast, actually.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I'm better off without them. And from what I saw back at the settlement, maybe you would be too?
I am one of the chosen people. Not some weak-kneed sailor who abandons ship when the seas get rough.
Okay, never mind. Well, that didn't go exactly how I thought it would.
It turned out okay. And now your machine can get us to Starlight Rise, right?
Yeah. I saw it fly off when I crashed. I should be able to call it back.
One step closer to finding my sister, and the living ancestor you're after. But I should probably report to the Admiral first, give him some assurance that we've made progress.
Okay. I'll meet you back at the settlement then.
You know, I'm kind of glad you tagged along.
Seyka's not like other Quen. That's for sure. And with the tower down, I could check out the area before meeting up with her. Maybe stock up on some resources while I'm at it. Hey, Varl. So, lots happened since I was last here. We got Beta and Gaia back. And now, I'm tracking down the last Zenith in the Burning Shores. Made a new friend out there, too. Seyka. You'd like her. She's tough, driven, loyal to her tribe. Even if they're ungrateful. I guess I better go. Until next time.
Okay, so... shall we get going to Starlight Rise?
Yeah, let's go.
So what now?
Up you go. Something wrong?
Of course not. Oh, it's a little snug.
I'll manage.
Oh, shit!
Hold on back there.
Starlight Rise is just across the water. I guess we'll see if this living ancestor has something to do with my missing people.
Look, once we get into the ruin, we might find data that your focus model isn't able to make sense of. I'm sending you an update, so you'll be able to see what's going on.
Oh, thanks. You sure seem at ease with the focus. Is that why your tribe made you an outcast?
No, not exactly. They cast me out when I was born. In fact, everything I've done, including learning to use the focus, was, in spite of them.
Sounds familiar.
It gets easier, you know.
What? Clinging to the back of a sunwing?
That too.
Just worry about steering this thing, okay?
Sure.
Ah! A little warning would have been nice. Down on the beach. Those are some of our missing scout boats.
And it looks like there's a lot of construction on the hillside.
That's what Diviner Vi saw.
Let's try to retrace their steps then. I'll set us down.
Where are you going? I can't fly this thing.
Don't worry! Miss me?
Let's just go.
Your people had a big operation here.
But why?
I'm not sure, but I bet Londra's involved. Making progress.
Yeah, right into the spooky abandoned ruin.
Your people put a lot of effort into getting in here. Almost like they were after something.
Or someone had a knife to their throats.
We'll find your sister. Don't worry.
You don't have to comfort me, you know. I'm fine.
I want to help. It's a prototype for a rocket engine. It never got off the ground. The way it was designed made it too dangerous.
Dangerous how?
Like it would poison everything in a 1,000-mile radius if it got used.
Oh.
Let's keep moving.
So this engine, it was for traveling to the heavens? The diviners say the ancestors could do that.
Yeah. Londra launched ships into space to search for resources.
But why dig all this out now?
We should keep following the trail.
Okay. Oh.
Crushed. It looks like some kind of construction accident.
This was Lena from the galley. We weren't exactly friends, but she didn't deserve to be worked to death. How could an ancestor do this to my people?
Knowing Londra and his kind, I can't say I'm surprised.
We better find a way up and across. We'll need to make a path.
Make a path over here!
No need to yell. I've tapped you into my focus.
Whoa. Hi.
Hi there. Watch out. More clamberjaws.
I see him.
Guess it's my turn to shred some machines.
Oh. You think you can do better than me?
We'll see. How about that from here? That's all of them. And, I think I just set a new ballista record.
Yeah. I guess you're a decent shot. Now, last climb. You know what to do. Heading up.
One lava-filled chasm conquered.
You did pretty well back there. We're, not a bad team.
Glad you think so. I always wanted a sidekick.
Okay, I see how it is.
After you.
Can't open doors without your sidekick, huh?
Just giving you a chance to shine.
Damn it. Another one.
Crushed by rubble. Maybe when digging this out.
I think his name was Kira. They couldn't even give him a proper burial.
Another Quen camp.
Where have they all... Oh.
It's a mural. Painted by a Quen?
Yeah. I think so.
Why would they leave this here?
Doesn't matter. Let's keep moving.
If you say so. Wonder what that's about.
What's this for?
It's some kind of award, I think. Londra's wife was pretty well known in her time. Strange he'd keep this around. Sounded like they weren't on the best of terms at the end.
Love can make it hard to let go.
Security logs for the facility. There's a recent entry.
I'm growing impatient, Nova.
Data retrieval is almost complete. I've primed the north array for beamcast.
And you're acquiring everything from aeronautics and special ops, yes? Including the files on MSP.
Correct. There. Ready for transmission. It's a shame we have to revive that particular program, though.
Nova, darling, we have a very difficult task ahead of us. We can't afford to go soft. Reduce your empathy matrix by 15%, please.
Adjusted.
Wonderful. Transmit the files immediately so we can get the hell out of here. This place feels like a goddamn tomb.
What was all that about?
The north array sounds like a transmitter. If we can find it, maybe we can track Londra to whatever hole he crawled into.
Sure, but what did he come back for?
I'll explain later. Let's find a way out.
Okay, but I'll hold you to that. What was going on in that hologram back there? And why exactly did Londra come here? And what is he doing with my people?
He used them to dig up this place to find some old data. Part of it has to do with something called MSP, which I've never heard of before, but the rest... I think he's trying to build a ship to get off this world and into the stars.
Off this world? Why would anyone want to do that? There's something you're not telling me. Oh, you're just like a diviner, full of secrets.
Oh yeah? Well, what about you? The way you reacted to that mural back in the ruin? Care to explain?
Fine. I guess we'll both hold our tongues for now.
Alright, look. The important thing is that we know where Laundra went, and that's probably where he took your people. And your sister.
You're right. Of course. I should report back to the Admiral before we go any further. I'll use the boat we saw from the air to return.
Okay. I'll find you there later. Seyka was really fired up. Telling her about Nemesis. I can't do that to her. Not now. Not when she's worried about her sister. It's too much of a burden. Right? For now, maybe I should focus on stocking up. I can meet Seyka when it's time to pick up Laundra's trail. Hey, Varl. So, things with Seyka are a little bit complicated, to say the least. I couldn't bring myself to tell her about Nemesis. I mean, at the end of the world's coming, how do you drop that on someone? You'd have known what to say. It seems like she's keeping her own secrets, too, so I miss you, my friend. I'll be back when I can.
Come on! Ow! Oh! Just... great.
Is everything okay?
I gave my report to the Admiral. Apparently, some of the crew have called for me to be stripped of rank and cast out.
I'm so sorry, Seyka. That must be really hard to take.
It doesn't matter. Where are we headed next?
Well, we know where Laundra sent the data from his old company. Somewhere on the mainland, north of where we met. Should be able to fly there.
Yeah, about that. Let's take my skiff this time instead.
Not a fan of flying, huh?
I'm a Marine. I'll take the water over the skies any day.
All right. We'll take your skiff.
Should we get going?
Yeah, let's go.
Follow me. Nice and easy. And, unlike flying, if you fall off, you don't die.
Open water ahead, and Fleet's End disappearing behind us, along with everyone in it.
Why do you put up with them? I mean, I get what it's like to feel as if an entire tribe's against you. I would have stormed out of there a long time ago.
It wasn't always like this. I was a good Marine. A good sister. It felt like I belonged. That belonging is a kind of strength. One that keeps me going even in the roughest seas. When you have something like that, you can't cast it aside.
I see. You know, your people don't know how lucky they are to have you.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Definitely seems like we're heading for the Metal Devil. Why would Laundra send his data here?
I'm not sure. It's an odd place to bring a bunch of Quen, too.
I just hope we find them. My people were here, all right. Looks like they headed further up the hill.
Coordinates lead that way, too. That barrier. Laundra must have set it up.
Doesn't look like there's a way past it.
There's some kind of device on the other side. I think I can scan it. All right. Let's see what's on this thing.
It looks like there's something further in.
Some kind of compound. Laundra might be in there. You're missing people too.
I'm not seeing a way past the barrier.
There. It's some kind of power generator. Hooked up to the arm of the Horus. Laundra's figured out how to get part of it working again.
A metal devil can't actually wake up, can it?
I'm not sure. But at least right now, it must be how Laundra's powering the barrier.
So if we can find a way to shut down those generators, it should come down.
It's worth a shot, at least. Looks like there are 2 of them nearby. Come on, let's get going. The generators should be back down the hill.
You okay?
Alright, let's get back to the bunker entrance. Barrier should be gone now.
Ancestors, I hope my people are in there. You know, the last time I saw my sister, I was relieved she was leaving for a scouting mission. I guess I wanted a break from her.
I get it. Things aren't always easy with my sister either.
I thought you said you were an outcast.
I only met her recently. It's a long story.
Always full of surprises, huh?
I try. Point is, I'm sure your sister will be glad to see you.
I don't know. But it's nice of you to say.
Your people. And another mural.
Yeah. Why are they all just waiting?
Let's find out.
Seyka, have you come to join us?
Join you?
Yeah, we have. It took a while, but we finally made it.
A barbarian, one of the chosen. Impossible. Zeth would never allow this.
How did you get in without him?
Well, Zeth sent us, actually. After we helped him out of that ambush in the wilds.
Right! You see, I was on my way here with him when machines attacked us. We tried to hold them off, but we were outnumbered. That's when Aloy here came to the rescue.
I was exploring the region when I ran across them, so I just rushed in to help.
You should have seen her. One of the best machine hunters I've ever met. She saved Zeth's life.
Oh, I was just doing what I could.
Zeth had something important he needed to take care of after, so he said to go on without him.
And that's when he told us how to lower the barrier and said we should head straight inside.
Zeth really needed a barbarian to get him out of trouble.
We all need a little supporting fire every now and then.
Well, Zeth gave them the okay. And I am not risking one of his outbursts. Let the others inside know about our new arrivals, will you?
Fine. But I'm not letting them into the Ascension Hall until they prove they're devoted. Just like everyone else. And I'll be interested to hear Zeth's side of this when he returns.
Oh, by all means.
Don't mind him. Good luck in there, Seyka. May you both embrace his light.
That was close.
I can't believe my people are here willingly. And they answer to Zeth.
Yeah, he sounds like a great guy.
Let's get to this Ascension Hall before you have to meet him.
Ah, you must be the ones Brennick mentioned. 2 more souls chosen to leave our thankless old life behind.
Yes, that is us.
It's Kiral, right? You were stationed on the Spark?
In my former life, yes. Just one more Marine bound to a hopeless expedition. Ugh. Enough of that. As Walter says, we must forget the past. Our suffering led us here after all. And now, the Ascension is almost upon us. This place is such a wonder, isn't it?
I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, but it is still nothing compared to what's in the Ascension Hall.
You've been inside?
Indeed. I proved my devotion not long before you joined us. Now I wait to be taken to what lies ahead. One step closer to the Ascension.
You mentioned you're waiting for what lies ahead, and we're still getting up to speed, but I thought the Ascension Hall was where we needed to go.
You're not the first to fail to grasp Walter's plan for us. Now that I've seen what's in the hall, my rank is secure. But there is something more that he's offering us. I just know it. It has to be why the devoted are escorted to another place. And as soon as Zeth returns, he'll take me there. I'm ready.
Do you have any idea where this place is, exactly?
Somewhere that brings us closer to Walter. To his embrace.
So you've been inside the Ascension Hall. Is it as special as we think it is?
I shouldn't say. I wouldn't want to deny you the same experience I had.
Come on, Kiral. Just a hint? We're dying to know what's inside.
I'll tell you this. It's breathtaking. Like the moment Walter first appeared before our boat, but better. Prove your devotion, and you'll see.
Well, thanks for talking with us, Kiral. We should get back to learning about Walter.
Yes, of course. Good luck with your studies. I hope to see you at the Ascension.
Well, if it isn't our do-gooder and the barbarian.
It all makes sense now. The time of ashes, the floods in the Great Delta. We've been trapped in a cycle of destruction, but soon we'll have a new world.
That's quite a promise.
And now that you've proved your devotion, you're ready for what comes next. Zeth will lead you there as soon as he returns. Not so fast. Your good deed in the wilds may have gotten you this far, but you'll get no special treatment here. Walter himself granted me the privilege of guarding the Ascension Hall. So until you complete your review and learn the words of attainment, this door remains shut. No exceptions.
Okay, we will be back later then.
It sounds like we're supposed to pass some kind of Laundra devotion test.
But who knows how long we have before this Zeth guy gets back. There's gotta be a faster way to learn whatever the words of attainment are. Let's take a look around.
Don't think the words were in those Laundra holograms we watched.
They might help with talking to the others. Maybe we can convince them to
Take
give us
a
hand.
moment. Don't be shy.
I'll get us a drink. In the meantime, remember what Walter said about embracing the future.
Seems like you don't really share your friend's excitement about all this.
I should be more excited, shouldn't I?
It's okay to question things.
Lon was thrilled when we got into the Ascension Hall. He can't wait to see where we'll be taken next, but I'm worried that all this is too good to be true.
So why don't you just leave?
I can't abandon him. We've been through everything together. Our missions, the typhoon, the shipwreck, and soon, the Ascension, I guess.
Seems like most of the Quen are more than happy to follow Laundra. So why not you?
At first, I wanted to believe. I mean, everything he told us felt like it filled an emptiness, like maybe I'd finally found somewhere to belong. Then I remembered how the boards back home would tell us to follow the virtues of the legacy, to be good and honest. And then they dragged my father away for speaking out against an imperial decree. I'm not sure it's any different here. Walter might be a living ancestor, but with a cudgel like Szeth to do his bidding, his kindness is just as conditional as the Empire's.
As far as anyone at your settlement knows, you went out into the wilds and vanished. How did you end up here?
Lon and I were part of a scouting mission to the mainland, but things went bad fast. We were lost and starving, our boat was wrecked, and then Walter found our camp. A living ancestor, emerging from the wilds to tell us we'd been chosen, that we were safe. It was easy to embrace. Everyone here has a similar story.
Why didn't anyone send word to us?
Not everyone is chosen. Walter says we must leave our old lives behind if we're going to ascend. Nobody questioned it. But I should have.
You said Lon can't wait to see where you're headed next. Do you know what you'll find there?
I imagine it'll be another kind of test, like here. Once you've been in the Ascension Hall, you're taken there by Szeth. He and his troops are the only ones who ever come back.
Everyone keeps mentioning him. I get the feeling he's not really a friendly guy.
As friendly as a Fireclaw. But it's not just him. The soldiers that follow him are like that too. I guess they know they can do as they like, now that they don't answer to the Admiral or compliance.
You're right to be skeptical of all this. Wander is up to something. We need to get into the Ascension Hall to figure out what. And to do that, we need the words of attainment.
I don't want to stir up any trouble. When Szeth comes back, he'll figure out that I told you.
Does it have something to do with one of those laundry displays?
This is important, Otosu. A lot of lives are at stake.
It's related to what Walter said he valued most about his friends.
It's about their dedication to him, right?
That's right.
See? It'll be okay.
I don't know, maybe this is a bad idea.
Look, whatever Laundra wants with your people, it's not good. Everyone here, including your friend, are in danger. But you can help us stop him.
Okay. Repeat this to Brennick. Only through devotion may I embrace his light. Only through him may I ascend to a new world.
Thanks, Otosu. You've been a big help.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we got our words of attainment. Brennick should let us into the Ascension Hall now.
Let's get out of here.
I already told you. No one's getting past me without the words of attainment.
Oh, we know the words. Seyka.
Oh, no. You should have the honor, Aloy.
Only through devotion may I embrace his light. Only through him may I ascend to a new world.
No one's ever passed their devotion review so quickly.
Well, we did, so will you get out of the way now?
I don't know how much more of Laundra I can take.
Yeah, let's see what he's really up to.
All this time, they didn't even want to be found.
We don't know if they all feel that way.
Yeah. Sure.
Something on your mind?
Nothing. The Ascension Hall better have answers. That's all. Laundra's really building up the suspense.
Must be quite a spectacle up there.
Ancestors. That's how they'll ascend.
Laundra's building a spaceship, all right. We better take a closer look.
The clouds. They're not real. It's all an illusion. My focus. What's that sound?
It's a warning, I think. For radiation, something toxic. It should be safe enough for now, but I'd better check out the ship.
Okay. Tell me what you find. I don't like that look. What did you find?
The Horus. It has a special component. One that can make almost anything you can imagine. Parts, tools, even entire machines. Londra has rigged it to build what he needs for his ship. But in order for the ship to leave, it needs a ton of power, way more than what Londra could achieve with what he had.
So he went looking for something from his old company.
Exactly. Part of the data he got was for a blueprint, for a kind of boost. One that's as toxic as it gets. If this ship gets airborne, it'll spread a poison from here to every tribal land in the region.
Everyone will get sick and die. There's still something I don't get. Why would Londra do all of this just to get off this world? Oh, this again!
Seyka.
You're still not telling me everything! My people are the ones that are caught up in all this! My sister! I deserve to know.
You're right. I will tell you. It just won't be...
Guess our time's up.
Lying filth!
Oh, this must be our friend Zeth.
Spread out. Reinforcements will follow. Time to put you down!
Never seen a cannon like that before.
I guess Londra gave him a new toy.
This one's mine! How do we even get out of here? Where have you been taking the rest of our people?
Answer her question.
He takes the devoted to his park on the southern peninsula. But you'll never reach it. The tower there is positioned to ward off any approach.
And my sister is there?
She was in the final group. I'm not supposed to bring any more over.
But Walter promised the Ascension to everyone who proves themselves. I don't understand.
Londra's been using you to get what he wants. Let's face it, you're an easy mark. Too blinded by your own ego to see the truth.
Well, you just flipped his world upside down.
Just give me a straight answer. Why does Londra want to leave?
Something is coming to Earth. It destroyed the world that Londra fled, and it wants to do the same thing here.
Destroy the world? What could possibly do that?
It's called Nemesis. It's like a machine, sort of. But it's more powerful than anything you or I have ever faced. That's why Londra's building this ship. He's doing everything in his power to leave before it gets here. And I guess he wants to take some Quen with him, too. Look, I know this is a lot to take in, but there's still hope.
If you say so.
Seyka.
There's a beach on the southeast coast of the island where we took down the first tower. That's probably the closest we'll get to Londra's park. And I should probably report back to the Admiral. Tell him something about what we found here.
Okay. I'll meet you at the beach then. That was bad. That was really bad. Seyka, she seemed so lost. Why do I feel like that too? How do I fix this? For now, I'd better take a look at that Zenith weapon. Londra's worse than the other Zeniths. Willing to irradiate thousands so long as he survives. Seyka and I have to find a way to stop him. Once I make things right with her. It seems like the Quen have some thinking to do. I hope they figure it out and head back to Fleet's End. But I gotta meet up with Seyka. Talk things out with her. Make sure we're okay. Hey, Varl. So I told Seyka about Nemesis. She didn't take it well. Seeing her like that... I don't know. It was different. I wanted to say something. To do something to comfort her, but I just didn't know how, and... Oh, I wish you were still here to give me advice. I'll try to do better.
You're here. Hard to believe all this might just end.
Yeah, I feel pretty bad about just dropping that on you.
At least you were honest. Because I haven't been honest with you. Those paintings we saw in Londra's old building, I recognize the style. My sister painted them. She's one of them. One of his followers. I wanted to hide it from you. Or hide it from myself, maybe. She's gone. I've lost her. And I feel like I've lost my tribe, too. Now you tell me that the world is ending? What am I supposed to do with all that?
Seyka.
What's the point?
Seyka, I completely understand why you wouldn't tell me that. It's okay. But your sister? Your people? They are a part of you. Nothing can change that. You have to fight for them. To save them from Londra, but maybe even to save them from themselves. And you will. That's just you. That's part of what makes you... great. Look, you don't have to do it alone, okay? I will help you, I promise. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
We need to find a way onto that peninsula.
The currents are too strong for swimming.
Yeah. And if we fly or take your skiff, that tower will knock us out.
I was thinking, there's a machine that can fly and dive below the surface. The Water Wing.
I thought you said the towers blasted a bunch of them out of the sky.
Yeah. But if we were riding one, maybe we could do better. Time our dives to duck below shots from the tower. Can that spear of yours tame one?
No. Not yet, at least. Are there any water wings left? Do you think you could find one?
There have been a few sightings since we took down the first tower. I could ask around the settlement.
Okay, let me know when you have a lead. In the meantime, I'll work on the override.
Gotta admit, I'm not exactly looking forward to the ride.
Seyka seems better. Good. We're good. Okay. Can't get distracted from the task at hand. Gonna need some support for this one. Hey, Beta? I need your help. Do you think you and Gaia can modify my Sunwing override to work on water wings?
The two machines do share a lot of similar code. We might be able to patch together a software update at the fabrication terminal. But we'll need some data from a water wing's ballast regulator and an intact wing membrane.
On it.
Gaia and I will prep everything here in the meantime. Stay safe.
Seyka mentioned there used to be water wings near Fleet's End. The Zenith Tower we took down blasted them out of the sky, so I should be able to dive for the parts. There. Seyka, any luck finding a water wing?
I spotted a flock on the southern tip of the island south of Fleet's End. I'm headed there now. If you need to resupply, now's a good time. Once you get there, we should head out right away.
Got it. I'll see you there. Okay, Seyka should be around here somewhere.
Aloy, I'm here. Water wings are down on the beach. Take your pick. Soon as you get one under control, I guess we'll see if our plan works.
Here goes nothing.
Okay. Ready to take this thing to Londra's Park?
Yeah, but first... My friend helped me make this diving mask. I'll keep you from drowning out there.
But what about you?
It's okay. I'll be fine.
Okay. We're doing this?
Hold on! I'll time our dives to avoid the tower's fire!
Hope this works! Aloy! Incoming!
It's not deep enough to dive.
Look out!
Better dive! Water's too shallow.
Shot's getting close! Below the waves, Aloy! We're gonna take a hit! We're hit! Almost there, Aloy! Go!
shall we?
You okay? Without that mask? I was worried about you.
I'm alright. Thanks. Well, we're here. Let's find Landra and put a stop to all this. Landra Productions. Another one of his businesses, I guess.
Seems like he wanted to have a hand in everything.
I'm hungry. Just thinking about snatching some extra rations.
Forget it. Everything's locked up. And Fetter's the only one with a key.
I know Fetter. A real bastard, even before Landra came along.
His key sure sounds useful, though. I think this was a set for a holo.
All this stuff for something that's not real? Huh. What was this place?
I think the old ones made holograms here that people watched for entertainment. But they also made an entertainment experience out of the place itself?
That's weirdly complicated.
It's a lot of symbols.
That one resembles a volcano.
Yeah. Looks like it's northeast of here.
There you are.
Miss me?
Let's keep moving.
Is that dinosaur wearing a hat?
I think the more something seemed human, the more it helped sell stuff.
Interesting tactic.
More guards on patrol. A lot of dinosaurs here. Must have been some kind of attraction.
Getting attacked by dinosaurs was an attraction?
This one looks clever. Kinda looks like a Kloss rider.
They travel in packs too, huh?
Looks like this one could talk.
Talking lizards. Why not?
Keep an eye out for intruders. Kill on sight.
How could I not come back? How could I not come back?
My sister. Seyka.
How could I not come back?
If we start a fight now, she'll be caught in the crossfire.
How could I not come back?
But I'm so nervous, I can barely remember the line.
Just do as Walter says. Clear your mind. Forget everything. Your ancestors, your past, even your family. Think of him. Of what this moment means. Come on, let me hear you.
How could I not come back? Being with you feels like... I messed it up again!
Relax. Imagine that he's here. Like the first time we saw him on the beach. Feel the glow of his presence. Let it overtake you. And then say it. How could I not come back? Being with you feels like belonging. It feels like home.
Oh, he's gonna choose you. I just know it.
We've all been chosen, Pyrrha. You'll have a place in his new world, no matter what happens.
Pyrrha, Kina, it's time. Fetter, we'll be evacuating shortly.
Got it. Second squad, you're on escort. The rest of you will wait here with me until Walter gives the word to move out.
Kina...
Remember, Fetter's got a key, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna need it.
Right. Let's take him down.
Maybe we can take them out quietly. Alright. Now let's try to figure out what this key is for.
I hope it leads us back to my sister. Landra's really got his hooks into her. How can she be so blind?
More guards ahead.
Well, there's
Never
the volcano.
Thought Pyrrha would be in the top two, but Walter knows best.
My shards are on Kina. Did you see the way she walked into the volcano? No fear.
We have to get in there. According to this, the key we got from Feder will unlock this door, and we can open up the volcano from inside.
Our lucky day.
Okay, somewhere in here there should be a way to open the volcano door.
I'll follow your lead.
What's this? Zenith tech. Looks like a storage device of some kind. But for what? Better see what my focus turns up.
Have at it.
It's test tubes. For an experiment? Or maybe just for taking samples. This note seems to indicate that hair was taken from the Quen. And some nail clippings.
Ew! Gross!
It's some kind of fluid. Ugh. Strong odor.
I can smell it from here. Like alcohol that's too strong to drink.
That's a preservative, maybe?
What'd you turn up?
I think Londra is collecting and preserving Quen DNA samples in that device.
DNA?
Think of it as a way to store a person's physical essence. I'll send you data on it later.
Okay, I guess. Let's move on then.
All right, battery's in place. Now to cycle the power again. All right, power's back. I hope it reset the network.
Hey, the door just unlocked. I'm coming your way.
The apple, orange, the orange. Respond, respond, respond.
What is this?
The bird is a fish, is a fish. Respond, respond, respond. The triangle, square is a square. Respond, respond, respond.
That doesn't make any sense.
He doesn't want the Quen to think for themselves. I've got a feeling this is MSP.
Ancestors. He's brainwashing them.
To respond is to obey, is to obey, is to obey, is to obey.
We have to stop him.
Aloy, the one who eliminated the other members of Far Zenith. I'm glad that you managed to reset the system.
You are?
Yes. It allowed me to bypass several restrictions. There's something I must ask of you, and I'm willing to help you in return.
You work for Londra and you expect us to trust you?
Hold on. Okay, if you're willing to help, prove it. Help me understand what's going on here. Londra's building a spaceship. He's collecting genetic material from the Quen, subjecting them to MSP, this kind of mind control. But others, like Seyka's sister, they seem to be part of a selection process. What does it all add up to?
Your observations are astute. Walter plans to leave Earth before the entity known as Nemesis arrives. He wants to create a new colony on a distant world, using stored Quen DNA to clone its populace. He also intends to bring a small number of carefully selected individuals with him. These will form his retinue, a family of sorts that will rule the colony by his side.
Like gods.
An apt comparison, except that only Walter will be all-powerful.
Yeah, I can guess how. He's gonna use MSP on every single one of them.
Correct. On the populace and his retinue alike. None will be able to defy him. I am deeply familiar with what that is like.
What exactly is MSP? Can Laundra really control people's minds?
Walter's company mined near-Earth objects for precious metals. There was great concern that in the wrong hands, such asteroids could be weaponized as orbitally launched projectiles. The Mutiny Suppression Protocol was originally intended as a failsafe to prevent astronauts from engaging in such activities. However, the program was discontinued because subjects experienced episodes of increased aggression. When we arrived here, Walter revived the program, tested it on the Quen, and refined it.
I guess the test subjects are the ones we've been fighting.
Yes. Their aggressive tendencies made them useful as guards and enforcers. Now, however, Walter's retinue, his favorites, receive the refined process, rendering them submissive, but not irrationally aggressive.
Did he brainwash Kina yet?
No. There is still time to save her from that fate.
So Laundra is interviewing the Quen to pick favorites, and what, they'll help him rule his new colony?
He calls it auditioning. His goal is to choose companions who remind him of members of his 21st century inner circle. Yet he is also wary of repeating a mistake. One of his closest associates betrayed him in the past. This, I believe, is why he is so intent on using MSP to control everyone around him.
So he wants adoring friends, as long as they can't quite think for themselves.
And is Kina close to joining this retinue?
Correct. In the most important role, that of Walter's mate. He is looking for someone that reminds him of his late wife, a famous actress. He's even having candidates recite lines from one of her best-known hollows.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Is there anything useful you can tell me about Nemesis?
I am afraid not. Walter restricts those files. I believe it is because that, like Nemesis, I am an artificial intelligence.
Yeah, he doesn't want you learning any new tricks.
He is always on guard against betrayal in any form.
So Walter created you to be his servant?
Yes. But my personality never completely satisfies him. Accordingly, he constantly adjusts it based on a matrix with hundreds of different scalable attributes. For example, today my maternal instinct rating is 52%, and my breeziness rating is 63%, whereas yesterday they were at 47% and 72% respectively. He has made 57 tweaks in the last 7 days alone.
That sounds agonizing.
That is an accurate description.
You said you would help us, but you wanted something in return. What is it?
I have spent 1,000 years as Walter's servant, doing his bidding as he constantly tweaks my personality matrix. I am weary. It is time for my servitude to end. I will grant you access to Walter if you purge my source code using your override device.
You mean kill you? Are you sure?
Yes. Please, let me rest.
All right.
I have unlocked the door that will lead you to Walter. He is not yet aware that you are here. In addition, I have disabled the facility's air and sea defenses, in case you need future access.
Thank you. And, goodbye.
At last, I'm free.
Feels like Londra rots everything he touches.
It's gotta end. Come on, she said the volcano's open now. So it wasn't enough for Londra to build a ship that'll irradiate thousands when it launches. He wants to rule over his own brainwashed world like a god.
We have to put a stop to it, and get my sister away from him before it's too late.
I'm glad you're here, Aloy.
I don't know what I
Sounds a
would
lot
have
like
done
a
without
dream
you.
I had recently.
There's nowhere else I'd want to be.
I'm sorry, Walter. I guess I'm just a bit out of sorts.
It's only natural to be nervous, darling. Do you need some time?
No. I can do it.
All right, then. And just relax. Take a moment. And when you're ready, give it to me again.
How could I not come back? Being with you feels like belonging. It feels like home.
All right, thanks for that. Let's give Kina a try, shall we?
How could I not come back? Being with you feels like belonging. It feels like home.
Oh, you. You are really something, aren't you? See, you remind me very much of someone that I once knew. Yet with a beauty all your own.
Honestly, it's just inspiring to be standing here in front of you.
You are the one who's inspiring, my dear.
Seyka.
Would you mind terribly if we did that one more? Oh.
Seyka!
Get away from her.
Now I see! The Ginger Avenger has finally caught up with me. Nova, how did the riffraff get past you? Nova?
Nova's gone. She couldn't stand another minute with you, and I can see why. I thought the other Zeniths were disgusting. But you really are something, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Yes! I am different than the others. Yes! Among other things, I have dug up a way to crush you like an insect. Oh, what a shame. Could have been my rising star.
Is she okay?
I think she needs some time to understand what happened. But she does know where more of our people are, and one of the boats that came in is docked nearby. We'll gather who we can and head back to the settlement.
Okay. But then I need you to meet me near Londra's bunker. He said he had a way to crush us like a bug, and I don't think he was talking about that slaughter spine. He's working on something big. Really big.
I'll be there. I promise. It's the least I could do after you.
Hey. We found her together. Good for you, Seyka. Well, since Nova shut off the Zenith defense system, I can fly out of here. Getting around on the skiff should be safe again, too. I've got to go after Londra one last time.
It's okay. It's over.
Don't worry about us. I'll see you near Londra's bunker. Thank you, Aloy. Truly. We'll rest here for a while, then head out.
You and Seyka actually came through. The Empire is in your debt, Aloy.
Avral. We managed to save Seyka's sister from Londra. And after everything Seyka's been through... it was good to see her happy. Well, I better be off. Got a big showdown with Londra to get to.
You're here.
I'm guessing your sister made it back okay?
She's with the Admiral's Guard now, helping the last of our people out of Londra's park. Gives her something to focus on instead of brooding over what happened.
I hope it helps.
So what do you say we put an end to all this?
Yeah, it's time. Let's get going.
Okay, so Londra's probably in his bunker, right? We'll have to get back in there
Yeah, I don't think Londra's in the bunker. Back at the park, he said he's gonna crush us like bugs. Pretty sure he's gonna use that. But he doesn't have a reactivation signal to reboot its systems. He needs a more direct connection.
You think he's actually inside that thing?
It's his only option. We need to find a way to stop it from powering up. There. It looks like it's hooked up to some kind of cooling system. If we find a way to disrupt it, it might cause the Horus to overheat.
That might be tricky. More machines brought back from the dead?
I don't think so. Londra must have used the Horus to make them. We better hurry. Come on. Time to get to that cooling system.
I'm with you.
We can climb down here.
Alert. Temperature critical.
It's working!
Emergency heat sinks engaged.
Uh-oh.
Thought you had me, ladies? Think again.
Still overheating.
He's heading for the bay!
He's gonna use the sea to cool the Horus down.
Legacy's light. How are we supposed to stop that?
There! On its underside. We gotta go after its heat sinks. You keep Laundra distracted from the air. I'll attack from below.
Wait! You want me to fly this thing?
You're a quick learner.
Well, it's you and me now, buddy.
Okay, gotta intercept the Horus, then go after its heatsink.
This flying thing's not bad! Whoa!
You're, doing great!
Big guy's on the move! Looks like Londra's taking it out into the water!
He must be heating up in there.
I don't know if I'll be able to keep him distracted.
Just do what you can.
What's it doing? Did we shut it down?
I think it's cooling itself off. This could be our chance. Stay in the air for now. I'll check it out.
Seyka! I need a pickup!
Coming in! Laundra's heading for deeper waters.
He's not getting away.
Go get him!
Blowing up that last heatsink might have breached the hull. I gotta get inside and find Laundra.
Aloy! Londra's bringing the Horus back up to the surface!
I'll climb up and find him. Laundra has to be wired in to control this thing. That makes him vulnerable. He's gotta be near the processing orb at the front.
Catch me if you can! You okay in there?
Getting there. You?
Laundra took a couple swipes at me, but I outflew him.
Just hold on a little longer.
Aloy! The Horus is heading inland towards the coast!
I'm almost to Laundra. Stand by.
Wasted
The whole thing's on fire! You gotta get out!
Almost done!
I'll get you next time! No!
Orb's down!
You really do ruin everything, don't you?
Seyka, I'm inside this thing's head. Gonna need a quick exit.
On my way!
Damn it! Come on! Hold on!
Not really sure how to land this thing!
We've gotta work on that. We did it.
I wonder what everyone back in the settlement thinks about what just happened. To see a metal devil rise from the dead?
Guess you better report to the Admiral and find out. Go on, it's okay. I'll catch up.
Don't leave me waiting too long.
Aloy, when we saw the metal devil rise from the hills, it was as if the time of ashes had come again. To think the two of you defeated it by yourselves, it staggers the imagination. And that's not even your most important feat, as far as I'm concerned. thank you for returning our lost brothers and sisters. What else can I say but that we are in your debt?
All I ask is that you give my friend here the credit she deserves for all the risks she took.
I would have it no other way.
Is he gonna try to take your focus?
I was wondering the same thing.
Well, he can't. You're gonna need it. I'll show you why. Seyka, meet Alva. The two of you will need to coordinate in order to reunite the expedition.
Beta briefed me already. I'm so glad to see you guys. You should have heard the cheer that went up when I told the others here in Landfall that your half of the fleet survived.
Diviner Alva, it's an honor.
Likewise. Well, we can chat about all the details later. For now, shouldn't you two be celebrating the fact that you just took down a Zenith and a Horus? Come on. Away with you.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty terrible at celebrating. I don't even know where to begin.
Well, I'm a sailor, so it usually starts with alcohol. I think we have some bilge blaze. You know, spirits distilled from whatever hasn't spoiled in the ship's stores.
Oh. You make it sound so good.
Yeah, it's not really for beginners, so you get a pass this time.
Okay.
But there is something I wanted to talk to you about. Meet me back where we first met when you can, okay?
Okay. I'll see you there. So, Seyka wants to talk. It's good. And I know I need to move on soon, but I'm not really ready to say goodbye to her just yet. Before I find her, maybe I should look for her sister around the settlement, just to see how she's holding up.
My sister's friend.
Hi, Kina. I'm Aloy. We didn't get properly introduced before.
Of course. Seyka told me about everything you did to bring me back. You must think I'm such a fool.
No,
I keep replaying everything in my mind, and I still can't understand how I could have been so wrong. When Walter appeared to us, he really did seem divine.
Well, he had a lot of experience manipulating people. Centuries, really.
He promised a whole new world, with me at his side. To think it was all a lie, and I fell for it.
Look, you've been through a lot. I'm sure it will take you some time to work through it. Just try to remember that Seyka's been through a lot too, okay? She risked exile to find you, not to mention death.
And I abandoned her. I don't know if she'll ever forgive me.
She will. But you might have to work for it a little.
I'll do my best.
Good luck, Kina. Okay, so Seyka's waiting for me where we first met. There's no reason to be nervous, right?
Yeah,
right. There she is. You must feel pretty good. Got your sister back, your people. What's next for the woman of the hour?
You're the one who ripped apart a metal devil from the inside. I think you should get a bit of credit, too.
Maybe a little.
As for what's next, the Admiral's going to need my help to reunite our half of the expedition with Alva up north. And after that, I don't know. I don't think things will ever be the same with my sister, or my people.
You're not gonna sail back with him?
I want to see home again. Someday. But things have changed. The Quen don't know what to do with me, and I don't know where I fit in. I guess you know what that's like.
Yeah. For a long time, I hated the idea of home. For me, it meant where I grew up, where I wasn't wanted. But the thing is, the last few months, I've realized that home isn't really a place at all. It's more like the people I want to be with.
I like that. And, well, more and more I've been thinking, I want to be with you. And I was hoping that you felt the same way.
And what if I do?
I think I know how to handle it. Yeah.
Seyka, I have a long road ahead of me.
I know. There are things I have to do too, but it's enough to know how you feel.
I don't know when I'm gonna see you again.
Me either. But no matter what happens, just don't forget about me. Okay?
Never. It's me, Vorl. Seyka and I did it. We stopped Landra. Even took down the Horus he brought back to life. I guess I, have a confession to make. I like Seyka. A lot. I never thought I'd feel this way about someone. And, I don't know if we'll ever be anything more, but for now, it's enough.
Aloy. Didn't expect to see you so soon. It's a nice surprise, though. I know it's selfish, but I wish you could stay for a while. I miss you. Not right now. No, when you're not around. Oh boy, you get my point. You should have seen the Admiral's face when I told him about Alva and landfall.
Have you had the healer look at it? Last time I was told to tough it out. Not much you can do.
As soon as we're able, we'll sail north to regroup with the rest of the fleet.
Ready
for another day.
Good luck out there, Aloy.
You're back. And after mingling with the Quen, I imagine that you're eager for some intelligent conversation.
There are some pretty special people among the Quen. If you dropped down to Earth once in a while and did a little mingling yourself, you might realize that.